Years old, what's popping? So the latest that I've heard on the Kato Scott case is that they did find female remains in a shallow grave, behind Ada Lewis School in Philly. But they're waiting for the medical examiner to confirm that it's actually her. But I'm gonna go back to me seeing what the DA, Larry Krasner, said as it relates to the judge giving Keon King bail, $200,000 bail, which he posted 10%, $20,000, from an initial case that he had back in January. The DA wanted $1 million bail. The judge gave him $200,000. The DA said he has access to a lot of cash. So they're essentially blaming the judge, but you can't really just blame the judge, because if you say he got access to a lot of cash, who's to say he wouldn't have made the 10% of $1 million bail? Who knows? Remains to be seen at this point. The DA's office has to take some responsibility, because in that same case, the lady didn't come to court. She didn't come to the preliminary or the arraignment, and then they listed it as must be tried, and she didn't come to that. And then the DA dropped the case. They did not have to drop that case. They did not necessarily need her to continue to pursue him. They pick up cases all the time where people don't press charges. All the time they do this. They could have did this in this situation, but I'm gonna be honest. The problem is a lot of people, including the judicial system, don't take domestic violence situations serious, because a lot of women do go back. A lot of women stay. A lot of women don't leave. So they don't take it serious. Kato Scott's situation could have been very different if Keon King had continued to be pursued and those charges were not dropped against him. Can you imagine how cocky he might have felt making bail and the charges got dropped? He might have felt untouchable. So we can't ignore and take lightly when women are faced with domestic violence situations. Again, regular everyday people, I get it. People don't be sympathetic. They don't be believing, because women handle domestic violence situations differently. But the judicial system has a responsibility to protect these women before somebody loses their life. So the district attorney can't just put this on the judge. Yeah, the judge could have imposed a higher bail, but that didn't guarantee he wouldn't make bail. But the DA did not have to drop that first case because a witness didn't show up. That's just real talk. They didn't.